Okay, so have you heard about this Blinkshot thing? Everyone's saying it's the real deal
Yeah.
for AI image generation,
Yeah.
and you don't even need to register or anything. It's
Yeah.
completely free. Which, like, come on, that's got to be,
Yeah, that's a little sus.
yeah, little too good to be true.
Yeah.
So we're doing a deep dive into it today to
So,
see if it's really all it's cracked up to be.
yeah.
This article from Tech Wave Arena
Yeah.
claims that Blinkshot could completely change the game.
Really?
Not just for designers or whatever, but like
Yeah.
for anyone who needs to use visuals ever.
Well, and that's what has everyone talking, about the potential for it to really cause like a massive disruption.
Yeah.
Because imagine if anyone could just like bring their ideas to life visually
Yeah.
without needing any artistic skill.
Yeah.
That's like a game changer.
It's like, what's that phrase?
I don't know.
Democratization of technology.
Oh, yeah.
But with like Crocher. So the article lays out these like core features of Blinkshot,
Okay.
real-time generation,
Mm-hmm.
no registration, which we talked about,
Right.
totally free, no ads even.
Ah.
Oh, and get this, uncensored.
Oh, really?
Like they're really leaning into that whole like creative freedom.
Wow, that's pretty wild.
I know.
Yeah.
It's like they're saying, forget the gatekeepers.
Yeah.
Come one, come all.
Yeah, that's pretty bold.
Okay, but what about the actual tech behind it?
Yeah.
The article mentions this Flux Pro 1.1 engine. Honestly, it all just sounds like jargon to me. What does that even mean for someone who like just wants to create a cool picture?
So basically AI image generators, the ones that, take your text and turn them into pictures,
Yeah.
they usually use something called a diffusion model,
Okay.
which is kind of like teaching a computer to paint by showing it millions and millions of examples.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what Flux Pro 1.1 does is it takes that a step further. It uses this new technique, and I'm going to warn you, it's a bit of a mouthful. It's called latent space manipulation.
Oh.
Okay, so
Pretty
basically,
sure you're going to explain this very well.
I'll try my best.
Yeah.
Basically, it allows Blinkshot to understand not just the words you're saying, but like the underlying concepts behind the words.
So it's not just like blending a picture of a sunset with a picture of a mountain. It's like it knows what a sunset over the mountains means.
Exactly. It's
So-
like it can get the vibe,
That's kind of mind-blowing.
It really is. And
Yeah.
it should result in
Yeah.
more realistic and detailed pictures.
So like no more weird AI hands with like 7 fingers.
Hopefully not, no.
So we're entering like the era of like high definition AI art.
Yeah, potentially.
Wow. Okay. You've officially blown my mind.
It's pretty wild.
Okay, so let's get into like how it actually works.
Okay.
How do you actually use it?
Well, the article makes it sound surprisingly simple, honestly. You just go to the Blinkshot website, type in what you want, like that sunset over the mountains we were talking about,
Right.
and bam, the AI just like does its thing.
So it's like having your own like personal digital artist
Kind of, yeah.
that you can just like boss around
Yeah, pretty much.
24/7.
Exactly.
That's wild. But what about like, okay,
Yeah.
so I type in sunset over the mountains. Can I tell it what kind of vibe I want?
Oh, you mean like,
Like, do I want like a Picasso sunset or
Yeah.
like a super realistic photo looking mountain?
yeah.
Can you do that?
That's what's so cool about it.
Okay.
The article says the Blinkshot is like always learning
Okay.
from what people plug in. So like, it might not be able to do Picasso right now,
Yeah.
but who knows?
Whoa.
In a couple months, who knows what it'll be able to do?
It's like this like ever evolving
Yeah,
AI art brain.
totally. Yeah, it's like constantly absorbing information and getting better and better.
Okay. That's both exciting and terrifying.
I know.
Speaking of terrifying,
Yeah.
let's talk about that whole like no censorship thing.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Because they make a big deal about that in the article.
Yeah, and rightfully so. I mean, it's definitely a double-edged sword.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
On the one hand, you've got like unlimited creative freedom. You
Totally.
can do whatever you want, no matter how like out there it is.
But on the other hand, you've got like
Yeah.
people using it for not so great stuff.
Yeah, I mean, some people out there are going to misuse it. There's no doubt about that.
It's like giving someone a loaded gun and being like, all right, go paint.
Yeah, pretty much.
You just gotta hope they don't aim it at anyone. Okay, so we've talked about the good and the bad, but like, who actually benefits from this?
Yeah.
Because the article mentions like marketers, designers, content creators, anyone who needs visuals, which is kind of like everyone these days, right?
That's a good point.
Yeah.
And that seems to be like Blinkshot's whole thing, It's not just for the professionals anymore.
Okay.
It's for like anyone who needs a quick visual for anything.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So, like, what if I'm a small business owner?
Oh, perfect example.
Okay.
You could use it to make like really cool graphics for your social media.
Oh, okay.
Or like design a logo for your website,
Mm-hmm.
even like generate images for your online store,
Okay.
all without needing to know anything about graphic design.
Right, and without having to, like, shell out thousands of dollars to, like, hire some fancy designer.
Exactly.
That's
Yeah,
amazing.
pretty game-changing.
It's like leveling the playing field a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
Speaking of leveling the playing field, did you hear about how Blinkshot, like, crashed on launch day?
Oh, yeah.
Because so many people were trying to use it.
I know. I heard about that. That's kind of wild.
It's insane.
That just shows you how much people actually want this kind of technology.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
they're hungry for it.
I know. It's like everyone was like, free AI art. Gotta get me some.
Right. Crashing the internet.
Exactly. But it just goes to show you how much people want this kind of AI tech,
So,
right?
absolutely. I mean, it's like we're seeing AI go from, like, sci-fi movies to, like, our everyday lives.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. And it makes you wonder about, like, what does that mean for the future of work?
Right.
Are we all going to get replaced by robots? Or, like, I guess in this case, replaced by AI artists?
Right.
It's a little scary to think about.
Well, instead of thinking about it like AI replacing us, what if we thought about it more like AI working with us?
Okay, yeah.
Like, AI could be a tool to help us be even more creative.
So, like, instead of being scared of the AI art takeover, we should be trying to figure out how we can use it to, like, make cool stuff.
Exactly. I mean, think about it. This kind of technology could unlock so much creativity
Yeah.
and help us explore ideas in ways that we never could have imagined before.
It'd be like having a brainstorming buddy who
Well-
can, like, draw whatever you think of instantly.
Exactly. And that could be revolutionary,
Mm-hmm.
you know, not just for like artists and stuff, but for like
Yeah.
writers, designers.
Yeah. Everyone.
Okay, but let's like bring it back down to earth for a sec.
Okay.
We've talked a lot about what Blinkshot can do, but what about what it can't do? Like the article was kind of vague about that.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, as cool as this all is, we got to remember that it's still pretty new tech, you know?
So it's not perfect.
Exactly. Like, it can do some pretty impressive stuff,
Yeah.
but it's not magic, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. So like, what are its limitations? What can't it do? Like,
Yeah.
yet,
Well, for one thing, even though it can make pictures that look super real, it's not always great at, like, capturing emotions.
oh, okay.
Or, like, the really subtle things that make a good picture, you know?
So like, it could nail a sunset over the mountains,
Right,
but
yeah.
maybe not like a portrait that really captures like the person's personality or whatever.
Exactly. And that's kind of what makes art so special, right? That human touch.
Yeah, I guess so. It's kind of reassuring to know that like we won't be completely replaced by robots just yet.
Right. I mean,
Yeah.
at least not for now.
Yeah.
Maybe someday.
But for now, I think we're safe. And honestly, I think the future of art is all about figuring out how to use these new tools to make even better art, you know,
Yeah.
like a collaboration.
Yeah, I like that. So to, like, bring it all back,
Yeah.
is Blinkshot the real deal? I think it sounds like a yes.
I think so too.
But, like, with some caveats.
Yeah,
That it's definitely a powerful new tool, but it's not like the be-all and end-all of art or whatever.
Okay.
It's just one step on the, like, the long road of AI and all that.
Totally, yeah. Like, it's exciting and a little scary at the same time, you know?
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. But ultimately, it's going to be up to us how we use it.
That's the cool part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So to everyone listening out there, like, if you're even a little bit curious about this Blinkshot thing, I'd say go check it out, you know?
Definitely. Give it a try. See what you can make.
Because who knows? Maybe you'll be the one to, like, change the game.
Exactly. The future is unwritten.
Okay. That's pretty weep. Until next time, everyone, keep those creative sparks flying.